Advaitam Tam Sadivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Shaharana Lalita Shri Vishakandhitamscha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Angum Lanjayate Kidim Yatri Patam Maham Vande Shri Guru Dinataranam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Bhagavatam, come here, have a look. You know this in Yamuna Kunja, this Immutala deity? Yamuna Kunja, you remember there was this statue of Immutala?
Yes.
Carved tree looked like. This is where it is. From here, these are the two branches and this is the headpiece. Perfectly here.
Wow.
See, that one was too. One of the last photos we took from the Immutala tree. Satu Shamsravayam Asha Maharajam Parikshitam Prayopavishtam Gangayam Paritam Paramarshivi. Kannst du Premchand rufen?
Ja.
Der ist wahrscheinlich irgendwo im Brahmachari Ashram Süd. Sukadeva Goswami, the son of Vyasadeva, in his turn delivered the Bhagavatam to the great Emperor Parikshit, who sat surrounded by sages on the bank of the Ganges, awaiting death without taking food or drink. Purport. All transcendental messages are received properly in the chain of disciplic succession. The disciplic succession is called Parampara. Unless, therefore, Bhagavatam or any other Vedic literatures are received through the Parampara system, the reception of knowledge is not bona fide. Vyasadeva delivered the message to Shukadeva Goswami, and from Shukadeva Goswami, Sutta Goswami received the message. One should therefore receive the message of Bhagavatam from Sutta Goswami or from his representative and not from an irrelevant interpreter. Emperor Parikshit received the information of his death in time, and he at once left his kingdom and family and sat down on the bank of the Ganges to fast till death. All great sages, rishis, philosophers, mystics, etc. went there due to his imperial position. They offered many suggestions about his immediate duty, and at last it was settled that he would hear from Shukadeva Goswami about Lord Krishna. Thus the Bhagavatam was spoken to him. Sripata Shankaracharya, who preached Mayavadi philosophy and stressed the impersonal feature of the Absolute, also recommended that one must take shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna, for there is no hope or gain from debating. Indirectly, Sripata Shankaracharya admitted that what he had preached in the flowery grammatical interpretation of the Vedanta Sutra cannot help one at the time of death. At the critical hour of death, one must recite the name of Govinda. This is the recommendation of all great transcendentalists. Sukadeva Goswami had long ago stated the same truth, that at the end one must remember Narayana. That is the essence of all spiritual activities. In pursuance of this eternal truth, Srimad Bhagavatam was heard by Emperor Parikshit, and it was recited by the able Shukadeva Goswami. And both the speaker and the receiver of the message of Bhagavatam were duly delivered by the same medium. And then comes the next verse, which is a classical verse. Just after we have received the establishment of the duty at the time of death and the system of how to receive the divine message, but I cannot restrict myself to have to read this verse. Krishne svadamupagate dharma jnana dibishaha kalau nashtadrisham isha puranar kutunodita. This Bhagavata Purana is as brilliant as the sun, and that this has arisen just after the departure of Lord Krishna to his own abode, accompanied by religion, knowledge, etc. Persons who have lost their vision due to the dense darkness of ignorance in the age of Kali shall get light from this Purana. Sri Chaitanya Manubhistam Stapitam Jina Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadati Swatadantika. Sri Sri Guru Guranga Gandharvika Guru Vasundara Ki Jai, Radha Purni Ishvara Ki Jai, Raj Maharaj Ki Jai, Sri Nishinga Bhagwan Ki Jai. Please open Bhakti Shingadek always for class. What more than getting the mercy of His protection? So, thank you very much for coming here this morning and joining us for the Bhagavatam meditation. Several things come to my mind. The first one, because it hits me the closest at home, is the approaching death. One popular singer in Germany made a song. It says, 50 years. Don't think at 50 years that you got half of your turn. This is just an expanded illusion from the beginning, when we think, oh, we're here to enjoy. 50 years means you're reaching the end. Maybe 60, 70, 80, whatever. How much time is left to you? It's little. Because you already passed more than half. And what did you do with more than that half? What value did you give it? What content is there? So 50 years, that's called the announced death. And that's not even complete, because so many people die before they reach 50 years, no? I have taken so many people to their last moment, the last rituals and rites of their life when they had not reached 50 years. So, anyhow, just for approaching death. Emperor Parikshit, as you know the story, was being told that in 7 days he would die by snake bite. And what was his reaction? He went to the Ganges and said, okay, as an emperor and powerful person, he could have taken other measures. As a matter of fact, there's one story in another scripture from another time